Oh man, spin city. I don't know. I'm violently sick to my stomach, intimidated with fear, scared like I've never felt before. I can't bear to even think for a moment that Nina will never be my daughter again. Just the thought of that, I want to throw up. I just can't imagine, and upset is not even the term. It's not. I mean, I guess what's unfair here is that no one. I haven't gone through this in its entirety, and the reason for that is because of the pending court case. But what I need is some help from people, because there's no reason that I should be feeling this way. I should be feeling things of hope, excitement, along those lines, and it's not there for me. I'm scared to see. My family has already been dilapidating, and I'm scared to see what this further is going to bring. Because they're not slowing down on me being punished for doing this podcast, which when I speak to my counselor, we talk about this, that instead of me using alternative substances, it's a great way for me to channel all of my aggression and my fears and my being upset and all of these things. It's a great way for me to channel this and turn public. However, I speak to other people and they say, whoa, you don't want to do this, you don't want to make this mad, and you don't want to do this. And it's such a mixed grasp of feelings that I have. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I really don't. In one instance, I'm feeling great about what I just did with the action. Someone says one, 2 little words or 3 little words that are even remotely near possibilities or truth, or they twist the script a little bit, to make it so that, devil's advocate. But at this point, I think it's all devil's advocate, but which one is worse for me? And I don't know what I'm doing right. I really don't. I thought I did. But what's right is whatever it takes to get Nina home. I mean, how far am I going to crusade to fight for my rights as a parent, and the Constitution and how it's amended and it's represented as, and the Maine state Constitution and the DHS policy rule and all of these things? And then while trying the system itself, I lost sight of my daughter. It's a crux in the road for me. Because the way I've been raised and the way I've been known is to fight like hell. No points for second place, all that stuff, You're raised to be a winner. You want something, you go out, you work, you earn it. If it's yours, someone else took it, you take it back. I don't need a judge and a jury to tell me when I'm right or wrong, because my moral compass is straight. My moral compass, ladies and gentlemen, now is spinning like a son of a gun. I don't know what to think. I'm scared for every move I make. as the old saying goes, for every move that you make, an equal and opposite reaction. So for every action, there's an equal. I believe it was Einstein or Edison, but anyway, I don't even get into that. But for every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. I have had local senators block me on their email lists for no reason than a request for help. However, they have no problem in keeping my name on the resend for whenever they want something. Like today I get one from one, like, I want to vote, vote. No, you're dang right I'm going to vote this next election. Pending everything else goes well for me and I'm able to. But yeah, I'm going to vote all right. I'll put my name in on every slot. Because that's going to be my intentions for my next stop from here. Win or lose, I'm going to go and I'm going to start taking on the powers that be because there's too many people that this is happening to. The more I read, the more it bothers the hell out of me that there are so many people in this world that have made a mistake, have done something minute, something or whatever, and they're turning into kids for cash. They're taking families apart. They're going on their own agendas, and no one's accountable for it. Why? Why is this? This is America, man. We have rules, regulations, checks and balances, voting. We have all this stuff. How on earth are we allowing kidnapping to be the front-running line of defense against child abuse? How the hell does that even make sense? Children have been around since the beginning of time. And this begs to ask the age-old question, which one came first, the baby or the parents? What did they know? Right? You see, it comes to you naturally. The problem is all of these other things have been inserted into life itself, which has allowed people to get into our lives. Are you following me? Simplicity is the way to avoid these things. However, being simplistic doesn't reflect your role in a successful position in our society. Because now, if you want to be a somebody, you have to have so many tweets. You have to have so many of this. You have to have so many of that. You got to do this on Satchin and Riverside. All of these things you need to be a part of. Social media has come in, swooped down, and absorb our entire life. Okay? Now, what do you say on these things? You say what you feel, like what I've done. Because of that, I no longer have access to my daughter. Because I made a comment, I now have the possibility of, I have been delivered the paperwork for protection of harassment. Now, I will argue and say I was doing my country's civil diligence by trying to expose the truth in a government or a government's officials and their handlings with the case involving myself. But no, we won't. We won't accept that answer. And why? Because these things are only for you when you need them or you don't. I'm sorry. These things is the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Think about this. When was the last time that you ever read the preamble of the Constitution? When was the last time you read the Bill of Rights? Do you know any more about the Gettysburg Address than 7 years ago? I think I can go a little bit further. 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth a new nation. I sure as hell know a lot now, though. I know about that 5th Amendment and 4th Amendment and 1st Amendment, all these amendments and all this stuff. But then here's the problem. Then you look into the amendments of the amendments, or the case laws that have been updated, or all of these things. So there's so much to go through. I mean, I applaud our lawyers. Then you have to read it and demonstrate that it's, is this and it's not this. I mean, I have so much I need answers to and so much I need done, and I'm out of all my resources, guys. I'm tapped. I'm staying alive, I'm keeping a roof over our head, and that's it. But the extra dollars, man, they're not coming down like they were. Because I spend all my time focusing on my daughter like I'm supposed to. I'm a father looking for his daughter. I want my daughter back. I work enough hours to be able to get home so that between 3:30 and 5, I can be on the phone without prejudice, trying to get at least one phone call in before the Congress has gone home, or the news, or any of the people I'm trying to contact. So I slowed down even further, and then now I'm between 8 to 4. That's what I'm trying to, past week and a half. I'm trying to learn and study, man. Working through the night. I'm exhausted. And I'm not exhausted physically. I probably am because I'm not getting any older. But I'm exhausted mentally. Seeing this process, and I mean no disrespect to any people, I can honestly say that other than the end game, I have seen this process and no, I cannot. Never mind, I lied to you. Because, I've never even had an appeal. And I saw a thing today where I read, and now let me rewind this all the way back. When I first was substantiated, the word is, I was very uneducated, very whatever, dude, this isn't gonna stay. In my mind, it was very easy for me to reach my hand out, get Nina, and bring her back. It was very simple. That word, simple. Because all the things are lined up to say no. But what do they have that said yes? I mean, I think you're getting it a little bit if you're listening to this now because you're hanging on for a while. But I don't know. I just really am busted up. I mean, like I'm physically and emotionally just exhausted. I cry, no tears come out. Just dust. Or maybe nothing. I don't know. I don't know what happens when I cry because I've had no time for it. I'm sorry, I lie. I'm, when I'm sitting at the table waiting, I'm waiting for my day to commence or waiting for Sammy Gravano to walk by. I wait for those moments, and then maybe I can announce on them, and maybe we can have a water or lemonade or, whatever. I mean, I don't even know who that person was. I just think my point is that I'm just saying. I'm sitting around. I'm looking for help. Sammy Gravano, if you can't help me, I've requested it from you people. Please, sir, do so. Love to speak with you. I've been talking with some lovely people on Twitter. You know what? Let's take a quick break. I'll get to Twitter in a minute. However, the imminent danger that Nino was under it's still a big question to me, and I'm back in that fight. Okay, like I'm still behind these, and what is really amazing to me and what I'm finding out the more that I'm reading and more I'm researching is we didn't waive that there was a 72-hour hearing that should have been held prior to this point now that we're at, but there was a 72-hour window that we were supposed to have a hearing, and our attorneys had waived that hearing. Well, the more and more I'm reading, the more and more I'm finding out is that we should have went there. Granted, most likely we were going to lose, so I'm sure that my attorneys had a reason. But what that would have done was shown that we wanted to fight and that we cared for Nina and that we disagreed with the fact that they took her. All right? So there we didn't do what I believe was the right thing, okay? So anyway, we're moving along and we're doing this now, but now it's getting to be too much. And, they've alleged this whole time that, they said that my wife was, product of domestic abuse. And I damn them for saying such an awful thing. I really do. If they want to say that I'm abusive because I'm very passionate about what I'm doing, the fact that I'm completely torn apart because my child was taken from me, the fact that my family is crumbling all around me, and the fact that I'm the father that's supposed to be the nucleus of all of this and I can't do anything about it. Everything that I am doing, I'm trying like hell to do, and I'm getting nowhere. I'm fighting every day. I'm writing letters every day. I'm asking people for help. I'm calling. I'm doing all kinds of things. And they say it's not enough. Well, what's not enough for nothing? You took for nothing. What is enough for nothing? Okay? That's what I want to know. And no one can answer that. But what I do know is that there's something going on here that's a little bit strange. I can't put my finger on it quite yet. I don't want to put my finger on a lot of it yet. But I do want to read this one little excerpt here. Another dirty trick they pull is to file new abuse allegations prior to you going to court to increase your visitation or other things in time with the children. Interesting. See, they've looked and looked and looked for cases of abuse from myself, and there is none because I'm not a violent person. I'm not a mean person. I've never had any sort of anything aggressive in my past that people it's Darren, gee. No, that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen because I'm a nice guy. I may be loud and I might be barking, I might get a little animated because of the French in me when I'm getting angry or whatever. Not getting angry or whatever. When I'm getting excited or angry, people do get mad. Yes, they do. But jeez whiz, frick, man, son of a biscuit. I hate when that happens. See, I even handled that calmly. That's a nice calm. I could have, acted a little bit different there. Sorry about that. Let me take a deep breath. Anger management classes. There we go. Perfect. See, I am perfectly fine. I didn't overreact. I wasn't angry. I could have really flipped out. I didn't. Okay? So, that all being said, and that has come. What that paper says, I've got some new things coming up here that I don't agree with, and I've got to conquer these because they're throwing another nix in my road.
So I guess what I need is some help, because everybody's telling me, you need to back off. It's not about backing off. It's about telling my story and having somebody that can hear, because there's so many things that I've been stepped on and violated.